In this video, we are going to learn about Chapter 3 Coordinate Geometry. In this chapter, we can learn basic concept of coordinate geometry. First, let me tell you who is father of coordinate geometry. He is a French mathematician, René Descartes. Let's start our topic. Plane, which means surface. Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. If you have a coordinate axis on a plane or surface, that is called coordinate plane or Cartesian plane. So coordinate and Cartesian both are same. So you can say that like Cartesian plane, otherwise coordinate plane, otherwise XY plane. Both are same. Students, don't get confusion with that name. In this plane, you have two axes, horizontal axis that is X and vertical axis that is Y. Remember, you can't change the name of these axes. These two axes intersect on a single point that is called origin. Usually we mention that origin with the capital letter O, O for origin. So, origin, it is intersecting point of both axes. Axis, that is a plural form of axis. Okay, students? Now, see on the number line, in right side, there are the number. It will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And left side you will be have a negative point, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. In y-axis on the upside, that is positive numbers, and downwards, that is negative, like -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. Got it? These are the point on x-axis and y-axis. You can see that both axes has positive side and negative side. So the positive side we can mention that plus x, the negative side you can mention that minus x. And the y-axis upper part, that is positive side, plus y, and downwards, that is negative part, that is negative y. Now let's learn how to find coordinate of any point. Now let me write number line of that both axes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, -1, -2, -3. Now these two axes x and y, divide this surface into 4 parts, is it? The 4 part is called quadrants. So quadrant 1, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. There are 4 quadrants. These two axes divided in their surface into 4 parts. That is called quadrants. So any point on Cartesian plane lies on x-axis or y-axis, otherwise in this 4th quadrant. Okay students, let me tell you how to find coordinate of any point. First let me draw a number line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1, -2, -3, -4. Then -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's find the coordinate of point A. To find coordinate of any point, you just draw a perpendicular line from the point on x-axis and y-axis. Here, see that carefully. The perpendicular line on x-axis intersecting that point 3 and the perpendicular line on y-axis intersecting that point 2. So, the point on x-axis, that is x-coordinate or abscissa, then the point on y-axis, that is called y-coordinate or ordinate. Both are same. Now let me tell you how to write coordinate of point A. Any point in the form of x comma y. So here x coordinate, that is 3, y coordinate, that is 2. So our coordinate of point A 3 comma 2. So first you have to write x coordinate, then you have to write y coordinate. Let's find coordinate of this point. First you have to draw a perpendicular line on both axes. Here perpendicular line intersect on x-axis -4, intersect on y-axis, that is -3. So coordinate of point B, x coordinate, that is -4, y coordinate, that is -3. Another name of x coordinate, abscissa. Another name of y coordinate, ordinate. Now see this question. Now you have to find that coordinate of this point, which I mentioned in this graph. Can you? I hope most of you find out correct answer. Anyhow, let me explain that. You just check your answer whether it is right or wrong. First you have to draw a perpendicular line on both axes from that point C. Afterwards you can find out that coordinate of point. Now see this. Draw a perpendicular line from point C on y-axis and x-axis. Here perpendicular line intersect on x-axis, that is 2, and y-axis, that is -4. So our coordinate of point C is 2, -4. That's it. Now see these quadrants. There are 4 quadrants in this Cartesian plane. Now you just concentrate on first quadrant. Here you can notice that both x and y axis has positive numbers. So in the first quadrant, the numbers in the form of plus comma plus. Now see the second quadrant. We have negative numbers on x-axis and positive number on y-axis. So the coordinate in the form of minus comma plus. Let's concentrate on third quadrant. Here both x and y coordinates are negative. So minus comma minus. In fourth quadrant, we have positive number on x-axis and negative number on y-axis. You can use this method to find that point in which quadrant. Let me give an example. -2, 3. Can you tell me this point from which quadrant? In that example, x coordinate simple minus and y coordinate simple plus, which means minus comma plus. So you can find out easily that given example from second quadrant. You can use this method to find quadrant of all the points. Still we learn how to find coordinate of any point. Now let's learn how to find point of any coordinate. Here our coordinate is -3, 4. Let's find the point of this coordinate. To find out, you just draw a perpendicular line from x-axis, that point -3, and y-axis, that point 4. If you draw a perpendicular line from both axes, that line intersect in a point, that is a point of this coordinate. This is how you have to find that point of any coordinate. So there are two types of question. First one is find the coordinate of given point. Second one is find the point of given coordinate. While finding coordinate, you just draw a perpendicular line from given point on both axes. While find that point, just you draw a perpendicular line from both axes. Let's see one more example. Given coordinate is -4, -2. So you just draw a perpendicular line from x-axis that point -4 and y-axis that point -2. So intersecting point of both perpendicular line is called a point of given coordinate -4, -2. Let me tell you one more example. The given coordinate is 4, -3. Here 4 is x coordinate and -3 is y coordinate. Let's find point of this coordinate. To find that point, draw a perpendicular line from the point 4 on x-axis and from the point -3 on y-axis. Intersecting point of both perpendicular line is called point of that coordinate, that is 4, -3. I hope you all understand this concept very well. Let's go for next concept. Now tell me what's that coordinate of this point.
Here x coordinate 2 and y coordinate that is 0. So coordinate of this point is 2, 0. Okay, now let me show you another point. Okay, now can you say that coordinate of this point? Yes, coordinate of this point is -3, 0. Then, now tell me what's the coordinate of this point? -1, 0. And here 5, 0. So students, if any point lie on x-axis, the ordinate or y coordinate always 0. So in this point, here y coordinate or 0. So if any point lie on x-axis, the y coordinate always 0. So the point in the form of x, 0. In the same way, if any point lie on y-axis, the x coordinate always 0. So now see the student, there is an axis y. If any point lies on y-axis, you can say that x coordinate will be 0. So now tell me how is that point it will be? Okay, let me give two options. 0, y and y, 0. Can you guess which is the correct answer? There are two options, y, 0 and 0, y. Now tell me which is that correct option. The question is, if any point lie on y-axis, the coordinate of that point in the form of dash. Yes, it should be the form of 0, y. Because you know that very well, x coordinate 0. Now see this example. Okay, now tell me what's the coordinate of this point? Yes, 0, -2. Here x coordinate that is 0, y coordinate that is -2. So our option 0, y is the correct answer. Okay, now see this 0, 3. And here coordinate of this point 0, -4. So if any point lies on y-axis, x coordinate always 0. So the coordinate in the form of 0, y. Now let me tell you what is meant by abscissa. So you know that very well. Abscissa means that is x coordinate. So the coordinate in the form of x coordinate comma y coordinate. So another name of x coordinate abscissa. Okay, and that ordinate, that is another name of y coordinate. So don't get confusion with that name. So both are same. Abscissa, that is x coordinate, ordinate, that is y coordinate. Now see this point origin. Here, what's that abscissa? Yes, the x coordinate is abscissa. So abscissa 0. Then what is y coordinate? That is, yeah, that also 0. So y coordinate is ordinate. So ordinate also 0. So abscissa or x coordinate of origin is 0 and ordinate or y coordinate of origin is 0. Now let me ask some questions with you. Question number 1. Point minus 10 comma 0 lies on dash. You have to select correct option from this given option. In this question, x coordinate minus 10, that is negative part, okay, and the y coordinate 0, which means this point lies on x axis. So our correct answer is option A, on the negative direction of the x axis. Very good, student. Now question number 2. Ordinate of all point on x-axis is, you know that very well, if any points lies on x-axis, the y-coordinate or ordinate, that is 0. So option A, 0 is a correct answer. Very good, students. Thank you. Have a nice day.